They never.
You know what? Bring back Burger Shot. That's what we're all here for today.
Yeah, bring back.
I want murder meal.
Yeah, heart
I don't care if they use human meat. It was good.
Cream pie.
Okay.
Yeah, cream pie with extra sauce.
What? You here for the reopening of Burger Shot rally? Burger Shot.
Oh, Irish, is that you?
Yeah.
This is not only the reopening of a Burger Shot rally, amigo. This is the reopening of the entire fucking city. Okay. I call you here, guys, not as a fucking politician, because I'm not a politician. Okay. But there is an election coming up. And this election is perhaps the most important election in the history of the United States of San Andreas. I believe after today there will not be another election. Or after this one. Or not one that matters or you will have a voice in. There is a reason why a man who was used to be slinking in the streets, doing the pass who made the millions, he's giving all of that away. And he's here today trying to wake the people up. To let them know what is at stake. Okay? Again, I say this not to you as a politician, but someone who getting shit does and knows what's really going on in the city. Take a look around right here. There is one fucking cocksucking place open. Anytime you want to get a fucking food, you come to this place, not only today, but just in general. It's a Soviet bread line. And I thought to myself one day, what good is me being a millionaire? What good is me having 7 houses, 20 fucking cars if I can't even buy a fucking bite to eat? If I'm living in a city where all the houses are empty and you can't even buy them because the cocksucker that owned it ran away and now it's cobwebs.
Wait, but all these people own the restaurants.
I'm just being factual here.
Wait.
Why the fuck am I living in a place where quote-unquote businesses don't exist? And I'm talking about real business. I'm not talking about, hey, slip an application to your buddy who's in office. Let him sign off on it so you can get some grant money. I'm not talking about that. No. Which, by the way, is the business scam. I talked to some stooge the other day bragging about having 5 businesses. I never heard of any of them. All that means is I got a guy, Michael Razzel, who she bragged about, who signed off on 5 of my businesses.
You grow a beard, damn.
All I hear is I got 5 grants. Okay. Mind you, these are some gangbangers and slinkers.
How did you grow a beard, cuz? What?
Well, in any case,
wait, why are we helping this
you
guy?
Don't see a problem with that. Food is a shit. There's a food crisis. There's a housing crisis. There's
He's
a
about to get
crisis.
me to run again.
The PD don't got a fucking backbone. Like,
you been combing it?
Everything is a shit. Why the fuck would I want to live in this place? Why am I trying to be a millionaire? Why am I trying to acquire? So I give all of that up to fix it. So I have a fucking city we're living in. Now, the city being turned into a ghetto, don't you think for 1 second that's not on purpose either? Everything going down, but right now, I guarantee you, if you have eyes, you can see. And I'm talking about the third eye.
Okay, fine. What do you want?
This city right now is being claimed and cut up into pieces, and they're claiming the city. And the people claiming the city, thank you, senor, are people that you don't even know. You see constructions being built left and right with weird, strange symbols on them. Who you think that is?
Thanks.
You know, I got looked up not too long ago.
What's wrong with the chains?
Several months ago for several years. While I was in there, the DOC look out for me real nice. You know, they take care of me.
I really like the beard.
I tell DOC, I say, listen, what can I do for you? Please, tell me what I can do to repay the favor. They say, listen, if you could just work on our pay. I said, okay, I'm not a miracle worker, but I'm gonna try. I get out of prison. I start looking into DOC pay. Because all of them are volunteers. Go figure. It turns out their pay comes from the north. Okay, now this is really important for everyone to understand how city working. This is illuminating. They have to get paid out of the budget of the county in the north. So I looked at the budget. It was about 13, 14, 15 millions. If paid like a few $100s more, that number go down. Okay, and so there's police pay, there's that pay, there's this pay, and there is a finite amount of money. Okay, there's no more money there. They literally cannot get paid more. Now, the business grant money and stuff come out of that budget as well. I then start looking into how much the South has. I want you guys to take a wild guess how much money there is in the Southern budget.
100 mil.
The North is 14, 15, 13. Guess what the South is?
430 million.
100
580.
$500 million fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What?
$500 million of untapped potential. Why the fuck is our city in a fucking ruin? We're living in a fucking cocksucking ghetto. And there's $500 million of untapped potential.
Oh man.
Now, I've been saying I'm gonna go in there and
Yo, we
fix this,
should-
and everyone I
Yo,
hear they go,
chat.
"Well, what's your plan? What are you gonna do?" And that right there, gentlemen, is the problem. No one guy can fix that. If we're gonna fix this fucking city, it has to be the collective effort of every cocksucking bastard in the city. Okay? Well, I'm not a cocksucker. Or you're gonna have to start. Because otherwise, we fucked. Now, that 500 million, I promise you, is your money. And I don't mean everyone's gonna start getting like paychecks in their pocket. That's not what this is about. Currently, the administration, and when I say the administration, and God bless the man in front of me, I have great respect for him. We have had 5 Nino Chavez terms, 1 year. And now we're about to get 2 more of his cabinet members ruling the North and South. Make it make sense to me.
Didn't he just ask me
I
for
said, I
help?
don't even know this guy, Michael Razzel. I put in an application for a fucking business where I can donate my money to fucking people. It's still waiting. 2
Yo.
weeks, 3 weeks. It's not been approved. Why? Because I'm not in the pocket of Michael Razzel.
Yeah, vote for Aladdin. It's a vote for everybody.
I'm just saying, like, what do these guys have to show for? They're gonna get up, they're gonna tell us all the good stuff they had. They had a year to operate. All they have to show for is fucking graffiti everywhere. Vote for me, vote for me. These people are not doers, amigo. Everyone on the street, when
Yo!
you fuck up, you catch your bullet or you die. If you try to start a business
Yo!
and it's a shit, you lose. You go bankrupt. What are these guys have?
Yo.
Where is the accountability?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, look around you. This last year, it come from the top down. We can't let this happen again.
He's about to get.
I say, okay, at least let them debate. There is no debate. It haven't happened for a whole year. Okay, no problem. I'll set up the
Yo,
debate.
this guy. Yo, he's
I
about to
called
get.
Michael Razzel,
He's
the
about
guy
to get
running.
slapped
I
down.
said, amigo, come to the debate this hour. Why am I gonna come? You're an opponent. I couldn't. I said, pendejo, I don't even know if I'm technically eligible to run. Asshole, I'm setting it up. Come talk to the people. We have some big names coming to moderate that haven't been in the city for a long time. Well, I do it if you put a justice as a moderator. I said, why the fuck would I do that? He said, you're punishing the DOJ by not making them moderators. Okay, this is a very strange perspective. He didn't tell me that
Yo.
the justice is the one who's gonna
Yo.
it is their like jurisdiction to set up the debates. Okay, pendejo, it's been 1 year. Why they not set up one? There's been 4 elections. Well, he got offended that he was never called, and now he's pouting and thinks you're punishing him. That right there, guys, is the problem with this city. Okay, that right there. I'm just like, this is, I call Party Hardy, God bless him too. I don't know why I'd show up to the debate. You can't even find a cocksucker to show up to talk to the people to say what he gonna do. But it's because they haven't done anything. And now everyone's gonna run around and cast their vote for another Chavez mayorship. Make it make sense. Now, the mayor himself has the budget. Okay, you can adjust the pay of police, you can adjust the pay of, lumber and sanitation, all of that. But once that's done, once you play with those levers, the rest of it is open for business. And now they sit on the chair, they fold their legs, and they start waiting for applications. And the people that they like, that they are their friends, they'll give them grant money. That's it. Oh, but he passed a lot of legislation. Go for him. What difference did it make in your life? They built a $50 million mausoleum called the Court Center. What did it do for you?
50 million. That was 277.
That money, gentlemen, is for the fucking people.
Yeah.
Every problem in this city is solvable. And I
Yeah,
don't
we're
mean
about
the
to-
solution is big brother government come and build something for you. If that's your solution, you're a prick. Go die. We can't expect anybody to do it for us. Okay? But that $450 million, I'm telling you, the housing crisis,
Yo,
I'm sure if you look around here, there's 100 people,
Yo.
each one got a good idea. Okay?
Yeah.
Why not build a committee for the people, by
Yeah.
the people? Why not use that budget? and
Reminds
start
me, I did
giving
put
wages
another
to
event
people
to
that
ask
are
you about lumber
motivated to fucking
ownership.
solve that
Yeah, I
problem.
got you.
You
I'm
go
about
to the
to
hospital, it's barren.
Run for
Can't
a
even get
fifth
service.
term just for fun.
There's not a doctor in sight. And the only people that are responsible are those in charge. And maybe they meant well, but look around, it's a shit. I have been meeting with the DOC. They say they've forgotten. No one fucking even care about. Like, we work voluntarily. Okay. We have $500 million. You telling me if we open that up to the public to find who the motivated people are, just this food court situation. Look, it's one place open. Make it make sense to me. You don't think there's people eager to work? And I'm gonna say something else. They might not like this. You're a gangbanger. You shouldn't be running a fucking food store, okay? You already got enough money. What, you're gonna wash another fucking dollar? I'm being serious. Go rob a bank. You can make $1 million fucking dollars. You don't need to make hamburgers. Are you a gunslinger or a fucking pendejo, cooking fries?
Yes, sir.
I'm just saying. You can't even come to get a bite to eat because the other day I come for food, I heard a murmur behind the gate. And then slowly I saw them peeking through when they heard me say I'm hungry. They quickly open, give me my food and close again. They say we keep getting jacked. You know, if I got jacked on the street or a gangbanger, there's consequence. By the way. That's why gangbangers don't get taken hostage. They shed blood.
Chad, I should be
So,
the debate
A
guy.
slinker don't grab a gang member because they're afraid of consequences. Okay, but what's more dangerous? The entire fucking PD or one slinking gang? Why is there more fear of a little shitty gang than the entire PD? I mean, if you're looking for an honest guy to grab, you should be worried that the hand of the government is gonna slam your fucking neck to the floor. You know, where I'm from in Warma, there was an old law. If someone work honestly, you're not permitted to touch him. If someone is a slinker, is green light on him. I just saying. So why people no fear in grabbing an honest person? Because they know the PD's got no backbone. But again, think, do you want to live in a fucking ghetto where you can't buy food, there's no housing, and your mama have to be a gunslinger, otherwise she gonna get dragged? You need a good PD, guys. It's important. There is the
How do you count
underworld
unique?
for the underworld.
Oh, wait,
but
here we
again,
go.
you make all that money robbing your bancos. What's the use? You're living in a shithole. Now, again, I have a lot of respect for the guy in front of me. He's able to carry out his mission. However, every step of the way, the PD been hamstrung. And you think, okay, I'm criminal bastard. I want weak PD. But the effect is not what you think, because the residual consequence is a lot worse in the long run. The problem with the hospital, the solution to it, the mayor don't have the solution for the hospital problem. The people working the hospital every day do. The people working DOC have
Wait,
the
the
answer
hospital
for
doesn't
DOC
have anything to
problem
do
in
with the mayor.
prison, not the mayor. The problem with the PD do not lie with them. The answer isn't in the mayor's hands. The answer for that lies with the PD.
What?
Just like we on the street, when I used to be on the street, I knew the issue on the street so I could solve. No one from the outside can say. The problem with the regular townsfolk, the civilians as they call them, they know the issues. It's not the mayor who have the answers, they do. And this is why I say all of these problems need to be addressed, but collectively. And if a guy is running for mayorship and he's trying to sell you on some bullshit idea that he has, it's not gonna work. It's a collective thing. This is about giving the power to the DOC. And if they don't have a budget because the North is small, the South will write the budget for them and send it up there, donation. There should be a council and a committee for the hospital that solve their issues, that are empowered with the budget, with backing. Okay? And it's those who are invested and spend their time up there. The same with food, the same with housing, the same with DOC. And the PD should be given the tools to give themselves a backbone and handle their own business. Now, can Edgar even... And by the way, with all my shit that happened in the street, there's very few people that can point to me, even my enemies, and say Edgar is a liar. He said he gonna do something and he didn't do it. The accountability is a big factor. When they fuck up, there is no accountability. 1 year of shit we've had. And what's the reward? Michael Razzel, he gonna be mayor. What's he gonna do? He had a whole fucking cocksucking year and his stupid ass friend, Junior Huntley. All they do is spray paint their name on the walls and hand you a pamphlet that nobody wants to fucking read. Can these people make it on their own on the street? I guarantee you they can't. When I say this is the most important election,
Yo, that's
there is a wave coming
crazy.
that's gonna drown all of you and nobody sees it. This city right now is being drawn into pieces and being claimed by forces you can't see. And unless we don't have a city worth fighting for, you all lost, all of us, together. The justice, now I'm going to read you the law here, okay? This is very important. This is verbatim what is written. A justice will open election sign-up for 7-day period prior to voting. The sign-ups collected by the city will be entered into the ballots as is without
this
any
lost him the
alteration
election.
to ensure
Oh, yeah, of course
transparency
not. Nino's
and
not gonna
maintain the
sit here.
integrity of the election process.
That is
The
crazy.
department will not alter or change any person's entry from City Hall application. That is verbatim. I had a justice tell me that, or tell someone close to me, as soon as Edgar's name goes on there, we're erasing it. He's not running. After I told Michael Razzel, come to the debate, I don't care if I don't win, but please, like, there are issues you have to, like, address. I want to hear who I'm voting for. He said, I don't know, this and that. I don't even know if I'm running. As soon as he hung up the phone, he calls someone close to me. He don't know they're close to me. And he says, I'm not letting the scum of the earth run for office. Okay, so when you're a liar, you can't tell me in my face how you feel. That's okay. Not everyone is like that. But number two, this scum of the earth thing. Okay,
Where
you're not
is
a scum
he?
of the earth. What have you done?
Isn't that what he's doing?
What, a rose can't grow from the concrete? There's never been a good idea that came from the gutter. What are all these angels who have the clean records? What have they done? Really tell me what they have done.
You should
around
come to City Hall.
It says in the law, you put your name
Oh,
in
sorry.
the ballot.
Senior Buns.
They cannot remove it. It has to be transparent. But a justice who we didn't elect is telling me, I'm going to erase his name. And if he really wants, have him go talk to Nino, who writes a new legislation and sign it. Why? Why cannot the people decide?
Really?
If you're in there, you're fucking up. Get out of there.
You should
Kick him out if he
go
shows
up.
up to be a villain. Okay, I tried to expunge my record too. Even though the Constitution doesn't say I need to be completely clean. I told them that I wish to do
down
some
for
good.
a live debate?
They say we don't believe you. You're still a villain. I said I will put an amendment down that they will be permitted to put me life in prison or execute me if I ever commit another felony again.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you told my car again.
They said no, we're not gonna do that either. Why not? Either I'm telling the truth and I'm gonna do some good, or I'm lying and I'm a villain and you'll be able to kill me. It's
Senior
because there
Bones.
is no boldness, there is no decisiveness, and these people are comfortable.
You
But while they're
haven't done
comfortable,
anything.
Our fucking city
for
is a shit. I say again, all the problems you see in the city are solvable, but it has to be the collective effort of the people. It's got to be a government for us, by us. I tell you, I done some bad things in the past, but even my enemies can't say that I was a liar. I promise
you
we're
should
gonna fucking fix this. I'm not
drop
living in a
bars.
shithole any longer. There will be the debates on the 10th. If these people decide to grow some tripas in a tent, I want you to pay close attention to all of the promises they make. But I want you to ask yourself, they had 1 year. Why didn't they do?
Okay.
Why not give someone else a shot? If you believe in yourself that you have a way to fix this, we're open for business. There is $500 million of untapped potential. Not just a means to give you a grant and give to your friend. In any case, I have said my piece. I am always available. I'm always around as well. And if you have questions or anything else, I'm open to it, always.
Sorry.
Damn.
I got some questions for you, Edgar.
¿Qué pasa?
Uh,
Oh, this is interesting.
so a couple things here. I think you've got a lot of passion here, Edgar. But my biggest question is, what is it that you're going to do outside of shitting on individuals that have been working hard for the past year?
Okay.
Open
now,
up your
this-
MDT.
I
You
don't
can
have
find it
MDT.
at City Hall. Michael Razzel has been the driving force for 80% of the legislation that currently exists. He is one of the prime reasons you even have the ability to attempt to run. As for the $580 million, $400 million has been given to 75 unique individuals, from civilians to every walk of life. Furthermore, what has he done recently? He is the reason why VAF has been repealed, and the reason why new search and seizure, protecting individuals from having their shit taken right off the bat. It empowers the police department to investigate instead of being a bunch of NPCs.
Where is Michael Razzel?
He's at City Hall right now, working on search and seizure with the justices. He's on his way down.
Sure. Then who is at fault, senor? He had 1 year. The whole cabinet had 1 year. Don't you see that the way that it's been moving forward is not working?
It's not working.
All
You're right.
the legislation in the world that
Well,
has
if
been
we're going to
passed.
be honest with everybody, we had a meeting right before this. And I do want to see you have an opportunity to run. But if you're going to stand in front of everybody here saying that you want to be the mayor, let's not lie to them. Transparency and honesty.
Well,
Let's
like I
start
said,
there.
Go ahead, senor.
Should you be able to run? I think there's a good reason for that. But let's not pretend we didn't just meet 30 minutes ago to talk about how to get you on the fucking ballot. And a
Of
big
course.
way that's going to happen, that does not represent the people and their own personal interests.
There is, first of all, no lie that I have spoken here. If I met with you to put on the ballot, it is because what I told the people here is what I told you. He said
Yeah.
he would wipe my name off of the ballot. But I have read a law here that says he don't have the right to do that. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two, you say that I am passionate or this and that. I believe that is the most important quality in the city, or the people that are motivated and have a bit of inspiration, and people that keep their word. 1 year, amigo, look around. Maybe he means well. Maybe he's a great pencil pusher. Maybe he's great at writing legislation. But obviously, whatever is happening is not so great, because the result of which is what we're living in. At what point does a person say, okay, we had our shot, but maybe our approach is not correct? Time for another style. Is that offense? You have said I have said these bad things, but what have I said that is a lie?
I'll go through the list.
Go ahead, please.
First and foremost, DOC not getting paid. DOC, very similar to law enforcement, puts in requests for money. DOC was notified about 3 months ago that after the warden was removed, alongside the DOJ no longer being the head of the DOJ, or sorry, of the DOC and the marshals, they are to put in requests, and we do fund them directly.
Okay.
The reason why the DOC has not been paid is because the warden still has not given us the budget. And the budget is paid by Blaine County, Los Santos County, and the DOJ, as the marshals have been, as they have actually given us cash. Or, sorry, given us a request. So they can get paid, they can get paid
right
10K
here,
an hour. Yeah.
In this right here, they could be. This right here is the issue. Is everything is good if you're a pencil pusher. But the mayor himself is a servant of the public. Were the DOC lying to me when they said, thank goodness someone finally come to talk to us? Were they lying to me when they
so
killed
do the
my
bare minimum.
I'm speaking now. They killed my hermano because the DOC was crooked. Up until now, for the most part, the DOC have been there for labor of love. So don't sit in your fucking ivory tower and say, fill out the app. How about go bring your ass down there if you don't hear from there? They're dealing with killers on a fucking daily basis.
All right, you
doing
done?
you a service, okay?
All right.
You're supposed to go to them. They're not supposed to go to you.
Edgar, you know what your problem is? Your problem is that, when I was 8 or 9, my dad told me, Michael, you think you're right about everything. You've got an answer for everything. Your problem is that...
Who the fuck are you, amigo? Who are you, first of all?
I'm the person that you're shit-talking, Edgar.
You're Michael Razzel.
Oh!
You should know that.
Hey, come here on the mic. Come over here.
You've talked to me twice and you think you know so much about me. It's quite crazy, Edgar.
From the part you can comprehend the whole. Never forget that.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Brother, listen.
Yo, this got spicy.
Twice on the phone, and you think you know so much about me, but here's the reality. Everyone around you, they just let you talk. They let you talk and talk and talk and talk, and when they're too tired to tell you any different, they just start believing you, and that's fine. But I am not that gullible, and I'm not that soft.
You're the genius. Everyone else is too stupid, but you're the only one who sees the truth.
Did you see what I mean? This is exactly what I mean.
You said everyone
you think you know
eventually
everything.
ends up believing because they're too stupid to realize and ascertain for themselves if what I'm saying holds merit.
You're so exhausting. You make up your mind and you are so unwilling to move from it. That's why you're dangerous in politics. It's not the Hague charges, Edgar. It's because you are so fucking stubborn.
You're damn right. And you know what? That stubbornness is going to work for the city and the people, not for your little circle.
Then how are people's voices going to be heard if your mind is already made up?
Because if you were here earlier, you would pay attention. Every issue in the city, there is a reoccurring problem. How are you going to fix it?
Like what,
First of all, senor, your question is, I reject the question on the grounds. Because if you expect all the problems of the city and the answers to them to be in the head of one guy, i.e. the mayor, especially one as bad as you, it's a failure. But even if someone was 10 times better than you, it would still be a failure because no one man is that genius. Every issue and every issue and sector in the city is solvable only by those who spend all day in that field.
Justice for tow workers!
And this is the thing. This is the thing.
It's
right?
not with the mayor.
The
mayor is to enable those forces.
Part of a debate is letting other people talk.
This was a rally. The debate is on the tent, which you refuse to go to.
Hey, let's do a debate right now!
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hold up. No, wait.
Debate! When do we tow workers get class 2s?
You're saying,
about the debate. Wait.
Please, folks.
Why did you say you didn't want to turn up to a debate because justice was... It wasn't
Yo,
debate.
Jay.
If I recall that
I'm the best
conversation,
of stuff.
Edgar, I believe I said I would show up, even if a justice wasn't moderating it. Was that not the outcome of that phone call? Or are we going to lie to the people today?
And then you told a person that you're not going to let a scum of the earth
Who did I tell that to? What power do I have to make sure that you can't be on the ballot? Last time I checked, I don't work for the Department of Justice. I haven't lifted a finger against you. In fact, I've offered to debate someone who isn't even eligible to run.
The eligibility is yet to be seen. I say it's with the people. Now with
okay.
the fat cats in office. Period.
Okay, great.
Now
You can think that all you want, but
now address your point.
my point is this. You are saying that I think that everything is in my head, yet I've assembled a cabinet that represents the people of San Andreas from all different walks of life, and not people that I've worked with in the past. At the end of the day, I don't think all the answers come from me. And like the last year, all the answers didn't come from me. We had differences of opinions behind
The last
closed
how long?
doors.
The last how long?
1 year.
1 year. Bingo. Go
1
on.
year. But here's the problem. Do you think that I am Nino Chavez? Apparently you do. But last time I fucking checked, Edgar, my name is Michael Razzel. And I am not him.
Damn right you're not him.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's your point, amigo? You're not him. Congratulations. What you want?
You're saying that it's 1 year. So another 3 months is just another 3 months in Nino Chavez.
See, senor, you're in their cabinet.
Can you
all
fucking
the
read?
issues,
Can
all
you
the
read?
issues, all the issues. See, you're doing this. I'm not a politician, amigo.
It shows.
I see something need to exactly, and I'm proud of that. And that's why the city is in the state it is in.
Yo,
It's
that's
because
spicy!
politicians who have no accountability, who are not afraid of consequence, who don't have somebody that's gonna hold them to it. You said I'd put my head down and I'll get it done and I'm dangerous. That's exactly why I'm dangerous and that's exactly why I'm gonna run. But I'm not dangerous to the people. I'm dangerous to the people like yourself who have been in office and want to be there forevermore.
If
It's
your
time,
eyes
amigo.
were open,
Step
you would
aside,
see that
amigo.
it
It's
was
time
us
for
who were that person.
It's time for
We did
someone
that
new,
for
senor.
a year. You're promising everything we delivered for the last year.
Yeah.
Where are all these businesses?
I know
Like,
when you look in the mirror, you think you're special, Edgar, and I'm not saying you're not. But at the end of the day, you need to get proper answers. You need to get facts.
Listen, just listen, amigo.
All
like-
you have is opinions. I am listening.
No, but listen, this is the point I'm gonna make. Just you talking, amigo, I want to go dive off of a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wake up in the morning and goes, oh, this guy, man, he fighting for us. You just got canned lines, amigo. You're a career politician. There is no work, there's no inspiration, there's nothing in you, amigo. I'm sorry, you're a good paper pusher, God bless you. But just hearing you talk, amigo, I want to like go home and fall asleep.
Edgar, everything that I've done is pure inspiration.
I'm just being straight, amigo. Like, all the stuff you promised, why didn't you do it? The city is in ruin and it's a ghetto. It's a literal ghetto, amigo. Is that what you did? You turned it into a ghetto. Congratulations.
I did everything I promised and more.
Yeah.
And anyone who says I
Well,
didn't
guess what, amigo?
does not have their eyes open.
It's not enough.
That's
Congratulations.
that's your opinion, Edgar. We'll see what the polls say. Okay.
We'll
why
see.
is the food place open?
Yo, questions for the candidates. Come on.
Big Dog Noodles is open. Big Dog Noodles is open.
Oh, Big Dog Noodles is open, everyone.
Y'all talking about promises.
That's
What
not
are
a
each of y'all
question.
promising? Like, what's gonna be different between each of you?
Please,
Well,
Edgar,
there you
go
go,
ahead.
amigo. Exactly, amigo. What's gonna be different? These guys, this team, has been in office for 1 fucking year. They don't even have the decency to say, you know what, we had our chance. It's time to step aside. I'm not going in this because I dream to be a politician. I'm doing it out of necessity. Because, like I said, what's the use in me being a millionaire if I'm living in ruins? In an unmotivated, barren city. You don't
but
have a
Edgar,
problem with it.
What is it you're trying to change?
Okay, the first thing we're trying to change, there's several crises that have happened in this city. The housing crisis is number 1. Okay. The food crisis is a reoccurring issue as well. Okay. Number 3, the DOC is in shambles.
How are you going to fix it, though?
The hospital is in shambles. The PD has forever been in shambles. And even if you're a slinker, amigo, you should pray to have a good PD. Because when that fall apart, the city fall apart, and you don't have a city worth fighting for or living in.
What
Now-
about the criminality in the class 2s? Everything but that's a problem to you?
Listen, if you're a criminal and you can't get your ass on a class 2, go do something else with your life. Go be a librarian.
Folks, raise your hands
Okay.
when you ask a question, please.
If you're a gun slinker and you can't get your hands on a gun, you're a schmuck. Get out of that life.
You misunderstood my question. I'm
nurse or
saying it is a problem.
Yeah.
Well, then you better pray that Edgar get in and make the
Yo,
strongest
dude, we
PD
made
you ever
this
seen in your life.
spicy, bro.
Okay?
We made this
Yeah,
spicy.
give thanks and shit.
Boo! He's working for the police.
I tell you how, amigo. Because up until now, I have said again, the whole philosophy is going to be this. The problem with the PD, the problem with the DOC, the problem with every sector, don't lie in your head or Nino Chavez's head or in the mayor's head. Those own sectors know what their own issues are. The mayor need to step a little bit back and give them the authority to run their own house. That's like you getting in the street, walking up to a gang and trying to solve their problem. You don't know their problem. You don't know what happens in house. That's why I say, if any politician show up and say all the stuff he's gonna do to fix the issues, he can't do it, man. He's one guy. The only people fix the issues are the ones that are invested in that sphere. So when I say I'm gonna make a strong PD, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let them decide who they wanna follow, who they gonna back, who's shown the history and the proof to their labor, the issues with the DOC. And I'm not gonna sit back and do what Senor Chavez said. They can come and fill out an application. You're the mayor for a reason. You go down there, and if you don't hear from them, you show up every day until they finally there. And that's something you know for damn sure Edgar gonna do. Because I keep my promises to the living and the dead. This election, guys, is the most important. I cannot tell you how valuable it is. There might not be another one.
Yeah. Michael, how you gonna fix those same issues?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, if the idea is to give these groups the authority and the power to fix their own problems, that sounds like what you're saying. Am I correct, Edgar?
That is the idea.
Cool, we did that. Thank you. Happy to take the feather in the cap for giving them independence and power to control their own destiny.
What about the food?
I'm sure you did, amigo. I'm sure you did. Go on.
At the end of the day,
pat Michael on the back, everybody.
I need some food, by the way. Someone have some food.
Yes, Big. Here, I got you some food from Big Dog Noodles.
Man, I got
Courtesy
you.
of
I got
Big
you right
Dog
here, dog.
Noodles.
Yeah.
Big Dog Noodles, huh?
Look around, Razzel. You see this?
Look
around. Look around.
Edgar, 10
it's
minutes.
this initiative that the city needs, amigo. Not your canned responses that y'all been feeding the people for years.
Type shit.
At the end of the day, Edgar, yes, we did give these groups power and authority. We did fight for their rights and their independence. But at the end of the day, not all problems can be solved by throwing a ton of money at them.
Who said anything about money?
Hey, let the man talk. Come on.
You had 10 minutes, Edgar, and I'm surprised by your lung capacity. I'm going to be honest, but give me a chance, please.
Go ahead,
at the end of the day,
nice.
These groups need to be represented at the table. I think you and I agree on that. They need to have their voice heard. So all I'm promising is not a bunch of what with no how. I'm promising that when people bring me problems, I will listen to them and I will work with them to solve it. Not solve it for them, solve it together with them. I'm not going to sit here and give people a bunch of empty promises and name off institutions that I think are failing. I'm going to tell them that when they call me, I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to listen to them. And we're going to work together as a team. Because at the end of the day, this city hinges on balance, meaning everyone is equally represented at the table, regardless of what corner of the city they come from. Whether it be food stall workers, members of the PD, marshals, judges, it doesn't matter. Everyone's voice matters, and they'll have a voice at my table. Toll workers as well, of course. That is not a canned response, Edgar. That is just inspiration, honesty, and integrity. I assume you've had a chance to catch your breath. If you want to carry on, by all means, the mic is yours.
Amigo, listen, you're welcome, by the way.
What, for giving me 2 minutes?
Listen, amigo, it's the same politician talk, okay? I take one look at you, I can see you, okay? You're gonna be the ones to keep certain people in check. Let's say we pick you up from your ears, drag you in the street, say we're gonna remove you from office. Go make something of yourself. You wanna manage it, amigo, you're gonna sink in seconds. You don't wanna know why, amigo?
Enlighten me.
Take one day, if you try, you will see. If you were going to do all the problems and fix them, you would have done them by now. You've been in there for a fucking year, amigo. You're not gonna keep the people accountable, number one.
Wait.
Number two.
He got rid of the DOJ and reformed all that.
Wow, great. My life improved so much. He got rid of the DOJ. What else did
Yeah.
he do?
It's
And also,
not
if
my
you've
fault
been-
that you have poor decision making skills.
And if like everything you've done is so wonderful, why is it that for the last year or so, when anyone in a uniform mentioned the mayor's office, they spit on the ground as well?
You're not going to make only friends along the way, Edgar.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, the fact of the matter is, you're a career politician. If the issues I said to the people here, pay attention.
Also
to,
save Pred. Yeah.
all the stuff they're gonna promise, and when they do, stop and ask yourself, why isn't it done?
Yo, this is, dude. I am
Maybe their
stirring the
approach,
fuck out of this. It's so
their
good.
tripas, their mentality is impotent. And perhaps it is time for a change. And what's going to happen? What's the worst that's going to happen?
Yo, one last
You're going to be proven wrong. Some good will come. There will be a shift. What is the alternative? For the rest of our lives, we have a Chavez cabinet. Think about that.
Again,
I speak from the heart, and I tell the people what I'm about, and I hope they heard me. I'm not into the slinking back and forth. It's not my thing that I'm strong at, but I do know, like you said, the quality that makes me dangerous. Not for the people, for the likes of you.
Edgar's my puppet.
I thank you guys
so.
for hearing me out. You can listen to this guy talk the rest.
Yeah.
July 10 is the debate. I urge you to go, even if I cannot be on the fucking ballot. You have to go there and you have to fucking vote. There will not be a more important one. I promise you that.
Could we arrange like 30-second time blocks for the debate, Edgar? Could we do that?
Let's go. Hey, Edgar smoked a manor. He got my vote.
You can
type shit.
Wait, what?
You can.
I just want to make sure that we all have, equal amounts of time to talk, Edgar.
You've done nothing.
Senor, listen, you can have whatever you want. I will even give you the ability to set everything up, okay? Nowhere in my mind do I ever think, why would I go to an opponent to debate? I'm open. I will transfer the authority of the debates to you, amigo.
I'm not interested.
I just want people to get up and be crowded and take interest again. Like you see here, that is the unspoken thing, amigo. That right there is the unspoken thing that you don't talk about either. That quality to get the people aroused, to get them on their feet. Look around you. Look around you right now. You think they're here for Razzel?
He's gonna give us class 2s. I'm
not
here for you,
necessarily saying
asshole.
they're here for Edgar, but you think they're for Razzel? Why wasn't there a debate the last 4 terms?
There was.
Because
There
you
was.
had
There
it
was
in
multiple.
the bag, amigo. That's
No.
why.
Edgar, again, if we're gonna
I
talk,
will
let's
see
talk
you.
in reality.
I see you in the debate, senor.
You certainly
Goodbye.
Okay.
1 minute
All right.
time blocks. How about that? I'd like to save some air for the rest.
Oh, come on. This was fun. Any other candidates?
We
have
will
Blank
probably
Junior
do
Princess
2-minute
here.
time blocks for conversation.
Hey, Junior Princess next. Come on.
Anything was brought up, bro. There's a whole bunch
I
of
don't fucking know.
Princess,
Hey,
Junior.
if anyone needs any money,
Benji, you're running.
$600 million to go around. Who needs money?
interesting.
I'm happy to discuss things with Princess and any of the candidates.
I'll send my.
Right now, come on, let's go.
I would like some money, Mayor Nino. I would love some money.
All right, who's got money? Who needs money?
Money.
All right.
Junior, come back. Junior, come back.
I would love money. I need some money.
I don't know. I just got here.
I'm struggling, Mr.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Give out money.
Yeah, all the money is going away in
I thought
about a
people were
week.
gonna ask questions or something.
Yeah.
I cannot hear anything.
So
that you're saying.
I'll take it gladly. I'll
Okay,
take care
you
of
guys
it.
got 7 days because we owe $620 million in back taxes. So, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, all the banks that got robbed, we got to give them the money back soon. So,
Hello?
yeah.
There's a tow announcement. The owner of the SUV parked outside.
Guys,
The vehicle's
Junior needs
clamped.
to-
All right,
Yeah.
no.
Thank you.
Junior Humphrey versus Princess
Oh,
Leia.
shit. Oh, wait, are we doing it? Okay, let's go.
I can't rap. You got me there.
Let's
Oh.
To the people, I give him the fucking court. Why he not speaking?
Alrighty, do you want to kick things off, Princess?